Is 2022 finally the year to purchase an OLED TV? I have now owned an LG CX for over a year since November 2020, and this has easily become one of the best TVs I have ever purchased without a single regret. Initially, when you look at an OLED TV, the prices can seem significantly higher, especially when you compare it to Samsung's alternatives such as QLED and even NanoCell from LG themselves. But the key thing is, it's not just the OLED panel that you're paying extra for, it's the range of features that come with the C1s and also the older CX. And these features includes things such as HDMI 2.1, which makes it the ideal television for any form of next-generation gaming console, and also its low input and latency times with support for G-Sync and FreeSync depending on the model. All of these features also make it ideal for use as a computer monitor, which is something that I did do for around 6 months when I first purchased this TV. There's also a list of other impressive features, such as fantastic processing power for a quick and responsive user interface that also supports a huge range of streaming services, meaning that you then don't have to go out and purchase additional extras such as Apple TV Fire Sticks to access 4K Netflix and 4K Amazon Prime. All of these features are cool, but the most impressive thing is the color accuracy and performance of the panel itself. OLED is fantastic technology, and each individual pixel is self-lit, which means they can turn themselves on and off, which gives you crazy 1/1,000,000 contrast ratios and the most superior color accuracy in the market. So if you're a hardcore film fan or just appreciate vibrant images, OLED is a fantastic route to take. Furthermore, the LG line of 4K OLED TVs has some of the best HDR support, with the ability to display 10-bit HDR with Dolby Vision support. And if image quality isn't the only thing that's important to you and also audio, the LG TVs support Dolby Atmos. One area where there is a lot of scaremongering is OLED screen burn, also known as image retention. I've owned my LG TV for over a year now, and I use it every single day, and I have the brightness cranked quite high, and I've experienced zero form of burn-in even when I was using it as a computer monitor. It is true that image retention does still exist with OLED TVs, but it has been significantly reduced from the original versions that debuted a few years ago. But there are now a ton of different features included to try and prevent this from happening, such as pixel shift, so the pixels will move up and down very subtly, so it will prevent them from being stagnant for too long of a period, and also pixel refresher, which you should only use if you do experience any form of image retention, because it will sort of reset the screen, but it will reduce the sort of lifespan of the pixels slightly. This year, it was great to see LG introduce a budget-friendly OLED TV line. Of course, you have your flagship models such as the C1 that supports HDMI 2.1, but if you don't have any intention of playing video games on this display, you may as well purchase something like the A1, which has a very significant saving of around £300 to £400 depending on its size, but the screen is restricted to a maximum of 60 Hz, which is more than adequate if all you want to do with this OLED panel is just watch 4K movies. Going into 2022, I believe that OLED technology has matured, and a lot of the issues experienced by early adopters have been ironed out. Albeit it is not 100% perfect, and there are a few creases left, but hopefully with the C2 and future versions of this technology, it continues to improve. I will provide links to my favorite OLED TVs down below in the description, and if you want to see my full review of an LG OLED TV, I highly recommend checking out this video next.